Welcome to the channel Gadgets for Gentlemen. My name is Lawrence, and in today's video I want to show you the amazing Panerai Luminor Marina. I had the opportunity to play around with this watch for a couple of days since it belongs to my father's wife, and she was very kind to lend it out to me to have a closer look at this wonderful watch. Just on a side note, many years ago I bought a replica of a Luminor Marina by Panerai, and it looked very similar also with that exhibition caseback that we can see here, which houses what I believe to be an in-house movement by Panerai. Panerai is an Italian watch brand, and they are famous for their dive watches that have also been used in the past by the Italian Navy and Special Forces, 300 meters water resist. But of course the replica that I bought in Rome on a school trip had probably a Chinese automatic movement, but still it lasted for many years, and finally I decided to sell that replica because I'm not a favor of counterfeit, fake replica items. So many years later I'm holding the original, and as you can see this one has been used a lot. Changing the strap is easy with these screws, Phillips screws. And one remarkable thing about the Panerai watches is the crown guard, which is very sturdy thing. And to operate the crown, you need to pull this lever open like so, and that allows you to operate the crown. To operate it, you can pull it out and set the time, etc. At the 3 o'clock position we can find a date wheel with a cyclops, and I will get back to it when the minute hand is no longer covering this exact spot. I noticed here with this specific piece that there is a bit of moist inside of the or under the crystal, I believe, because it looks a bit dampy or moist. So I guess water did come in at some point. As you can see, we have very bright and large lume applied to these hour markers. We can see that the 12 and the 6, they're written in Arabics. And what I found stunning here is we have this small dial with the seconds, sub-dial, at the 9 o'clock position. Beautiful hand. And that dial has a distinct color of blue. I hope you can see that. The blue is like similar to the Orient Ray 2, the kind of fountain pen dark blue ink that changes from almost black to different shades of almost navy blue. I think that subtle dial is amazing. Then it reads Panerai. So I'm not sure what is the reference number of this watch. I'm very sorry about that one, but I can tell you some general information about this watch. I believe the case is made from 316L stainless steel, very sturdy. We have a water resist of 300 meters, And I think that is also spectacular with an exhibition case back. I believe we're dealing with sapphire crystal on both the exhibition case back and on the front. And as you can see, the crystal is domed. There's quite a big dome, which creates this beautiful distortion almost. And that dome creates this very nice play of the dial. I think it's absolutely stunning. Now, since I spoke quite a bit already, we can dive into that date window here. We can see a white font. And on top we can find this cyclops for magnification purposes. So the watch houses an in-house movement by Panerai, which is made in Switzerland, and it has a power reserve of 3 days. So that's very generous. Now let's have a look at the weight of this watch on this amazing rubber strap. The watch weighs 126 grams, which is quite hefty. Now let me try to get a grip of the diameter, excluding that huge crown. I'm getting about 46, and I get about a lug to lug of 53, so this distance is huge. I think the strap is about 23 millimeters, and finally we have a thickness of about 17. So all in all, these dimensions are something that I did not previously worn in the past. Maximum dimensions so far I think are something about 50 millimeters lug to lug, diameter of about 44, and a lug width of about 22. And all these dimensions, thickness, maximum I had is about 15, Le Jour Vintage Diver. And this watch is definitely huge, but still I think it looks tremendous. I have 6¼ inch wrists. As you can see, we have quite a lot of micro adjusts here, or on the rubber strap. And I must say that the strap, I think, is designated to wear over your wetsuit. So with my 6¼ inch wrists, I wear it all the way in the first adjustment hole. And I must say it's not even tight. So I guess if you have small wrists or even smaller than 6¼ this strap will be too loose for you. And if you have bigger wrists, or if you're wearing a wetsuit, then you have plenty of options to adjust it. And this is what the watch looks like. I think this watch is a dream. But I must say, for my wrist, I think this watch is just slightly too big. With that, I think we measured 53 across. So if you look at my wrist, you can see that the lugs, they extend my wrists. So basically what I'm saying is, like, the lugs, they should kind of, like, if there's any rules, you know, they should stay within the length of your wrist. So I think this is just slightly too big for me. But I must say, I think it's beautiful. And also, it's a dive watch, it's not a dress watch. So again, all these rules of thumb may just go out of the window when you consider this a very iconic dive watch. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you much more about this watch, because by all means I'm no expert on this watch, but it's just a watch that I was dreaming about when I grew up. This was one of the watches that got me started to explore watches. because I thought the design was so simple, iconic, and I like the beefy look and the maritime history. And the watch was used by the Italian Navy. It was called the Marina Militare, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. So that is the Panerai Luminor Marina. I think it retails for about 8,000 euros, and they come in different variants. I also saw they make one in titanium, which is absolutely fantastic. And yeah, the replica that I owned, it featured, I think, also a sub-dial with these seconds, but it also had an open heart right here at these 6. So you could look through the dial into that movement and look right into the balance wheel. And at the 3 o'clock position, it had a moon and sun dial. Basically, it would, during 24 hours, it would, or 12 hours, it would change from the sun to the stars and moon. And I really thought that was incredible in this 24-hour economy. To in some cities you actually can't see the stars because of all the light pollution, all the buildings, but you could see the stars on your watch. I think maybe I'm weird, but I thought it's beautiful, and also the layout of that sun was beautiful. Yeah, so definitely beautiful watch, brings back plenty of memories, and I'm so grateful for having the opportunity to play around with this watch for several days. I will wrap up this video by some close-ups of me wearing this watch around. Just want to give you one loom shot, and then I'm gonna wrap up. Let me just charge the loom with my flashlight. Let me charge it again. And there we... Wow, can you see this? This loom is like super bright, and I just charge it just a little bit with the flashlight. But imagine wearing this all day to the beach outside in the sun. In the evening you have like no issues with this strong loom. So that is the loom shot, and now let's wrap up with some daylight shots. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day and see you soon. you